Hey, what's up, family? What's going on, family? What's up? What's up? Hey, good morning, man. I pray everybody's doing all right. God morning, grand risings. God morning to you. Um, I pray everybody's doing great this morning. Praying for the sick and bereaved this morning, those dealing with no hope. We pray that you find your faith and hold to your faith during this time, and know that whatever you believe in and can bring you through what you're going through, and that's why we have our faith. You know what I mean? So, man, just jumping on because I got my brother Booker coming on this morning for part two of his tip giving that he started out giving us last week. And man, I appreciate this brother because he's always on it, man. He's a great brother, man. I've been knowing him for a long time. I don't even know how many years we've been connected, but the Creator connected me to a great brother, and I appreciate it. But he's going to be talking about retirement tips today, and but before he does that, before he jumps on, I really wanted to remind our viewers, our people out there, our community, our family out there that we do have a runoff election coming up, y'all. Make sure you get registered to vote. I'm a registrar, so if you need me to register you, please let me know. I know that Blue Bull is a registrar. I should have a couple other brothers that are registrars as well. And we'll be going into some areas to help people to get registered. So please get registered because your local elections are very important, family. You know, I got my shirt on today representing that, and they have me remind me to tell you guys, and that's going to be May the 28th is going to be the primary runoff elections. I'm hoping I'm right on that. I'm hoping I'm right on that. May the 28th, and I could be. I want to say, okay, let me see. It could be May the 4th. It could be May the 4th, y'all. So let me double check that. Let me double check that. It could be May the 4th. But anyway, by any means, make sure you, if I find that, I'll post it on my page. Make sure you go vote in your runoffs. Make sure you go vote. Please, please, please go vote in your local elections. Please go vote in your local elections. They are very important. Also, I want to invite you out tomorrow for Saturday's events. Coming on here is Brother Booker. Let me grab him real quick, and I don't want to him wait, but I want to grab him real. And Brother Booker right now. And here he is. There he is. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, Nick? Before we get started, is that sun too much?
No, not to me. I can see you good, man. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, that's good, brother. How you doing? How you been?
Oh man, I'm so good. I'll marry myself.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just going over some reminders before we jumped in, man, because I
All right.
wanted to, try to build a crowd and let everybody know what's going on. Also, we have the weekends event this Saturday. We have a grooming groovy guys for girls event that's going to be happening from 10:15 to 2:15, and it's going to be at the GNM Magnolia Event Center in Everman, 76140. I want to say 76140. And that's going to be Saturday the 30th from 10:15 to 2:15. Hopefully you have the youth registered for that. We'll be in the building. It's for our young men. It's for our young men 14 to 18. So please get them in the building. After that, we'll be going to the Lake Deer Temple, which is at 2700 Village Creek Road. Thank you, Pastor Chris, for allowing us to be there. We'll be there from 3 o'clock to 4:30 with our sounding the alarm on men's mental wellness. And that's Brother Melvin. He just want to call action to us brothers to come together, but also talk about, man, our mental health. And we come together, we talk about some great things anyway, and have some good things that go on, man. What did you think about the last sounding the alarm, brother Booker? What did you think about it?
Well, it was good. because people, they have these problems, and you finally got to see people, because a lot of times we got so much going on, we never get together. But I want to give props up to brother Melvin, because he got people together, and it was just real good to just know people that you haven't known, even though I knew a few of the brothers in there. But it was just good to just meet people on the same level and realize that we all have problems, man.
That's right. That's right. And it's a no judgment zone, brothers. And you can bring your sons out, man. And it's real talk, And I want to say, for those who have criticized Brother Melvin for how he was speaking or anything like that, I just want to say shame on you, because the brother was saying some great things, and all you got of it was a few little words that he said to emphasize what he was talking about. So we got to stop nitpicking each other, stop trying to down each other, and say, hey, man, you did a great job. And you wasn't there. For one, you wasn't even there. So you heard what happened, so we got to get to the point where we're not putting our mouths on each other. We're uplifting one another no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Because the whole event was a great event. Like you said, it was a great thing. So for all those that's trying to put their mouth on Brother Melvin, shame on you. And like I said, you need to get in the mix or get out the mix, man. We don't need that kind of stuff going on in our circles, man. If you can't uplift us, man, get away from us. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it. But anyway, my brother, I want to welcome my brother Booker Williams, man. Booker T. Williams III, man. When I think of your name, I be looking at a lot of Jamie Foxx, man, and so it make me think about Braxton P. Hardenberg when I think of your name, man. So it kind of make me laugh. But anyway, my brother Booker, man, we go back a long ways, and thank you for coming back on this week to enlighten us some more, because you didn't get a chance to finish what you started. So he's like, man, let's make sure we get this brother on to finish what he started. So without any delay or further ado, man, I want you to, go into it, introduce yourself, talk about how the feeding went, or, whatever you want to get into, brother. We here for you.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, Lico. And the first thing I always do, I want to give gratitude for being here and to my creator, because that's the first start right there. We have to really be thankful of everything we got, because I know it's a lot of things we can complain about what we don't have. But I tell people, be thankful for what you got.
Right. That's right.
With that being said, I always want to thank my parents, Booker T. Williams Jr., I'm the third, for thinking enough of me to have me on this earth. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just a brother that really just like helping people. I always go out to help people no matter what. And just lending a listening ear, we can find out a lot about each other. And just from the last time, I'm getting back with people, because I've actually took a couple of trips to teach this. And one thing about it, Lico, I've always had really good mentors in my life and people that cared about me to guide me in the right way. So they always told me, if you after you get the information, make sure you pay it forward. And that's all we're doing, is especially when we feeding the people, we just paying it forward. And I tell them, when you get back up on your feet, make sure you feed another person. And don't look down on them, because the only time we looking down on somebody is when we up there just lifting them up. That's the only time we should look down on people. And never criticize, and Lico, never criticize people if you ain't doing nothing.
Boy, come on, man.
If you didn't even show up, you already know the rest. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With that being said, Lico, I just wanted to go over, just a couple of things about, retirement, because if you don't know, our clock is going, and it's going to the right. And sometimes we may want it to go back to the left, but we got to leave something, man. In the book that I read, it says, a good man leave an inheritance for his children's children. And I don't know too many people that can leave a job.
Right.
You have to leave them either a business, investments. You have to leave them something. And that's what I teach people, because a lot of people, they weren't taught this when they was growing up. I know. I wasn't taught it when I was growing up, because
they didn't know.
They can't give it to you if they don't know it.
Exactly. Didn't know it. Yeah. My grandmama didn't know it, man. They was financially they survived. I mean, bought a house, bought cars, did the life thing, but just financial literacy. I don't think she really, they got a chance to grab a hold to that, but they did. They were able to buy a home that my mother stays in right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they was able to, have a nice Cadillacs. I mean,
There
they
you
was
go.
able to live a little
The
bit,
caddy.
man. So even without that literacy, they still was able to. I sit from my thoughts, a vision that they lived a pretty good life. Yeah.
Yes. And what I want to do, Liko, is just give away because I'm gonna put this in a PDF, and that's another thing. You can make it if you just start using your head and using your ideas. But the first thing what I would do, Liko, if like last week, the reason I didn't do it on Monday, I had my checkup,
Okay.
my annual checkup, and thank God everything was right, and
Right.
all my tests came back good, so I ain't want no surprises. So
Yes, sir.
brothers
Come
and
on.
sisters,
Come on.
make sure you get checked up
Say,
because
man, and while you thinking about that real quick, man, I want to put this out here real quick because I was supposed to speak to this lady, Crystal Jordan, on Tuesday, and my Facebook shut me down for doing it. But I just want to put it out there when that you're talking about health. They have a kidney awareness community celebration April the 6th at Evans Plaza from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that's going to be the Renal Group, the Fort Worth Renal Group is putting that on, and it's a kidney awareness community celebration, and it's going to be April the 6th, which is a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Evans Plaza, right there, Rosedale and Evans, man. So yeah, I definitely agree, man. I just I mean, and that goes for your body health and mental health, your dental, your whatever you can get your hands on. Please, be proactive in getting it done because, man, you don't want that. You don't want that. Man, we could have helped you if you would have came in earlier type situation. You want to try to be in as early as possible if something is going down. You want to try to detect it early. So man, kudos to you for getting that done. I got mine's done in January. So yeah,
there
we
you
got to
go.
do it.
And because I don't care how many people, how much money you got, Liko, if you do all these stuff and you gain this wealth, it's going to be worth nothing because you're going to spend the money on hospital bills. So it's
Right.
counterproductive if you're not healthy and you're spending all your money going to the doctors. And if people don't know lately, most people are filing bankruptcy because of hospital bills.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
That's
I
it.
would never thought of that.
That's it. And what I do, Liko, when I sit down with a person, let's just say if it's just me and you and we sitting down for a consultation,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I was ask you is, first off, is gratitude. And the next thing is ask yourself, how healthy am I?
Okay.
And when was the last time you had a checkup?
Okay.
Because believe it or not, Liko, it's a lot of people that haven't had a checkup in 5, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Dangerous.
Just thinking, hey,
Dangerous.
I'm good. I'm good. Long as
Right.
I don't have no pains, I'm good. But
Mm-hmm.
we have things out here that's called the silent killer,
Yes.
high blood pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and it all because of stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like this morning, a few minutes ago, I was just out there. That's why I like to get out in the sun. Just go for a walk, man. That
Yeah.
don't cost you a dime.
A dime
Get your
at
body
all.
moving
Right. Right.
because a
Right.
lot of right now the way society is everybody sitting down at these computers, and that's not healthy for us, man. We
Mm-hmm.
have to get out and move our body and stretch our legs.
Yes.
And another thing that's good when you exercise, man, it's good for your mental health,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's a stress reliever.
Okay. All right.
So that's the first thing I always ask my clients is, how is your health? Because we got to figure out if you're not healthy, we got to get you healthy. So that way, health is your first wealth.
Okay.
So that
Agreed.
way you can outlive the money.
Come on. Come on now. Come on.
And the next one, let's say if it's, I was talking to you, Brother Liko, I will ask you, what date do you want to retire?
Dang.
Think about it.
Yesterday.
Most
Yeah.
people say, I want to retire.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to write it down.
What's up,
Write it
Brother
down.
Leon? Yes, sir. Yes.
And the next one, Liko, I always ask people is, where do you want to live?
Mm.
Because it depends on what state you at or where country you in. the cost of living, it varies.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
because I did a couple of years out in San Diego when I was in the military, and I'm gonna tell you, the cost of living out there, it's insane, man.
Crazy. That's why everybody moving here, huh? That's
Yeah,
why that's all the California.
that's why we got all this construction, and they making the freeways wider because everybody they
Yeah.
migrating here to Texas,
Right. Right.
migrating.
Right.
And then, you have to figure out, we're going to talk about that, about how much monthly income you want to have coming in. And the next one I always ask people is, how much do you want to have coming in every single month?
Okay.
Because a lot of people, they haven't thought about, when I retire, how much is it going to take me to live?
Live.
And then, how much do I want coming in every single month? Because if you don't, you're going to be working literally till you die.
Right.
And like that saying say, if you don't have a plan to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die. That's real. I see people do it every day. And once you have the money coming in, Lico, you can live like you want to live versus how you have to live. Because
Right.
it's going to get to a point where you're going to get tired of rolling in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, sir.
and even though you might hate the job or whatever, guess what? If you don't have no money, ain't nothing you can say. So that's my motivation right there. Look, if you tired of rolling in,
Yeah.
make sure you put some back.
There's something in place.
That's
right.
it. Because you investing in that iPhone, guess what? You can put into your retirement account. Get you some Apple stock. I don't care nothing about no Apple phone. I'm caring about the stock. It'll last more than the phone anyway.
Okay, gotcha.
That's it. And then we'll sit down, Lico, and do a check on, because most people, they don't even know how much they got in their retirement. Like, check your IRAs, your 401ks. Lico, they have people, when they leave jobs, they leave their 401k right at that job.
Done it.
And sometimes they forget about it.
Yeah.
So you know what the company do?
What they do?
They say, thank you. You forgot about the money. It belongs to us. Because you have so many years, and you know what? That money, it goes right back to the company.
Right. Wow.
So make sure, wherever job you work, make sure you check and see if you got that money.
Right.
Because if you have it, you can either roll it over or you can withdraw the money. And the same thing, with the IRAs. And, another thing, another way they have income coming in is, me personally, is I invest in stocks.
Okay.
And if you kind of afraid of it, because a lot of people, they just afraid of it. One thing about the stock market, it doesn't care about your financial situation, your race, your color. The only thing it cares about is the green.
Okay.
So if you start investing when you younger, like it was funny, last night I was giving a lesson, and it was about 10 kids, and I was telling one of the fathers, start putting up for their retirement, investing right now while the baby was like 6 months old. I said, because if you get that time, you're going to have a lot more, and you're going to give them a leg up versus they getting out there and struggling. Because that's what a lot of people, they teach, just go and get a job. But guess what? What if you can't get a job? They will have that stash that they can get started on. And you always want to give your kids a leg up versus have them out there struggling.
Right. Hey, Kamisha.
And then,
good morning, Kamisha.
Oh, yeah, good morning. And another thing, too, with coming in, you can invest in real estate. And a lot of people, they think, they have to have a lot of money to do it. But Rico, they have a thing that's called a REIT. Okay. What that is real estate investment trust, where you can buy a REIT and they're going to pay you income every single month. They have one, like what basically a REIT is, all these companies, they renting spaces to have they building or they company there. Like Amazon is a REIT. Okay. They have, and all they do, you invest in the REIT and then they're going to pay you every single month. And that's what you got. Your money is going to be working for you instead of you working for the money.
Okay.
That's it. Because, Lico, as we know, if you're working for the money, you're going to get tired.
Right.
And some days, what if you don't want to go to work?
Right, man. Today, today, tomorrow.
every day. No,
Shoot.
most people they say, "Oh, I'm just here for the money," and that's true. They're here for the money, but you have to have some that's working when you're not working, because as the older you get, you're gonna want to take vacations.
Right.
Like I like taking off, man. I'm gonna tell you, y'all just wait till my birthday. Y'all might not see me for the whole month.
So because you got it like that, huh?
That's
Shoot.
it. Because
Yeah.
in Lico, I tell people, reward yourself, but make sure that you put up first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do too, and that way you don't have to worry about people ripping you off on these they call them what, the payday loans,
Mm-hmm.
title loans and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you got the money, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
If
Right.
you notice, all of those companies, Lico, they not in the upper scale neighborhoods.
Right. No.
You don't see payday loans.
No.
You don't see
No.
title loans.
No.
And
It's for a reason.
that's it. And then too, that's another way you can get into real estate. And then land. If you get you a piece of land, Lico, they have them at the courtyard. You can just pay the taxes on the land and you own it. You don't have to. Once you own it, it's yours, and you can build whatever you want to. And that's another thing. What I'm doing, look, purchase some land.
Okay.
And see, people, they try to get it in their mind that they don't have the money. But Lico, I can tell you one thing I always tell my clients, and sometimes they get kind of irritated with me. I tell them, go to the dollar store, get you one of these little tablets, and every time you spend something, just write it down. And I want you to do that for a month. And Lico, when they come back, they be like, man, I ain't know I spent this money on this.
Wow.
I ain't know I spent this money on that. Because what gets us is that little small stuff.
Nickel and diamond.
That's
Yeah.
it. They say, when they say it's just, that's what gets you.
Mm. Something else, I don't mean to cut you off, keep your train of thought, but real quick, I saw a video of a brother yesterday talking about, we say we have no money in the hood, but yet Chinese people have these donut shops they've been having for over 30 years. Chinese people have these nail shops, that they've been having over years. These Arabs have these stores on our corners that's been up for years. You know what I'm saying? So other people are thriving in our communities. You know what I'm saying? So for us not to have money that we supposedly not to have, how are other folks, surviving and we're not? You know what I'm saying? So we got to think about that as well. We're creating wealth for them. And now, they sending that kids to TCU. We going to TCC, but that kid's at TCU. You know what I'm saying? That kid.
Yeah.
So we gotta be mindful of what we're spending and who we're spending it with. And of course, I'm not saying that because I know we don't have a lot of things here, but we do need to start reconnecting to circulate our dollars in our communities as much as possible. And it's hard when that's all you have in our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So. But we say we don't have money, to get back to that part. But we spend, but people that don't look like us are thriving in our communities every day. I know I talked to a lady on Berry and Stall Cup that had a donut shop for 30 years in that little strip right there for 30 years, man. And like half our business don't even last 2 years, So
that's it.
we gotta do better. But anyway,
it's all about that mentality what we got.
Yeah.
And I tell people, just write it down, and it's eye opening.
Okay.
Because I learned this, I've been doing this over 10 years. I write down everything, and I'd be like, okay, I need to cut back on this and cut back on that. But don't get it twisted. I do treat myself. Yes, like last night, hey, I went to the Chinese food store. Okay. Hey, man, look here. I got me some of that Chinese food. I'm being real with y'all now.
Man, I can't. And man, I got home. Wifey done had some Panda Express up in here waiting on me. But I can't.
And you think about that, Lico, just write that down, because it was $13.30.
Wow.
Now we go there every Wednesday, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, we spending $50 a month on Chinese food, and then people tell me, "Oh, I can't pay my monthly renewal fee." Stop eating the Chinese food.
Right.
The thing about it, we have the money.
Right. We do. That's what I'm saying. The money. We do. We can't say we don't.
That's it.
Cause we keep it, man. We keep people alive in our communities, but they coming back every day to come get our money every day. So, and we get to them, so we can't. It is
And
what we
see,
do.
that's the thing. We got to change mentality, because
That's right.
that's another thing. We can do that too. And I'm going to do it, because there's a couple businesses that I'm going to open, because we can do it, man. And a lot of that it's just funny, because I remember one time I went to this place, and then they said, how are you going to take care of it? Matter of fact, you ever notice whenever you go into a place, they always offer you this credit card?
They do.
Say, well,
They
you can
do.
get $30 off today if
Yeah.
you get this
Yeah.
credit card.
Yeah.
Because,
Academy does that.
oh yeah, Sam's Club do it, all of them. And you know why they do it, Lico?
Why's that?
Because they know if you swipe that plastic, you're not going to think about it.
Okay.
It ain't for your benefit.
Gotcha.
But if you're paying cash, you're going to be looking at every dollar like, these dollars are going out of my pocket into somebody else.
Right.
So it was funny. It was what, almost 2 weeks ago, we was in Sam's Club getting some stuff, and the guy said, how would you like to how would you like to pay for it? I said, I'm paying everything in cash. And the same thing, would you like to get a Sam's Club? I said, no, I'm cash and carry, because I know if I get that card, I'm gonna spend more money. And of course, I gave my advertisement, because I said, I know you're doing your job, but let me just enlighten you a little bit. And the next thing, Lico, what I do is, the next question I always ask people is, how much do you want to contribute to worthy causes?
Okay.
And that goes back to the gratitude, because one thing about money is called currency. It has to flow. We can't keep all the money.
Right.
And if it's
Wow.
and if it's a worthy cause, I give to worthy cause, because it always comes back. And one thing, Lico, my mother always told me, this fist right here, if it's closed, it's nothing coming in and nothing going out.
Wow. Wow. Can't receive nothing with it closed like that, or give nothing out with it closed. I got you.
That's it. Like
right.
People giving this stuff, and right now, if you think about it, Lico, with all I'll talk about that next. Right now, we are leaving a legacy, because people, they're going to see this replay and they're going to share it out. And this is going to help somebody.
Yes, sir.
That's why
yes, sir.
Give back, Lico, because so many people have poured into me over the years, man. It's just time to give back.
Yes, sir.
Because
yes, sir.
At one point, I didn't know. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I didn't know. So I had to really teach myself, and I'm really appreciative of that. So now, I'm all right. Trust and believe. I'm all right, Lico, because I took the knowledge and I applied it.
There you go. There you go. That's the thing, boy. And that applying it can be hard. It can be hard when you're, that's not your normal thing. So it can be hard to do, but it can be done. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta be habit. That's where I'm at right now, man. Just really trying to create the habit of of doing things like that. About to get the Acorn card. The app. I'm gonna get the app and everything like that, and start working with that, so I can, just constantly start working on it, man. So yeah, appreciate those words.
Lico, one thing about it, I just want to encourage you. At least you started, man. At least you took it and you took action with it, because it just take that initial step. And once you see that account grow, you can be like, okay, I can do that. This is like I'm going out today. I'm gonna put some in stash. Then and my SoFi, I'm gonna put that up, because I know this time next year, I'm taking my wife on a good honeymoon. Hopefully she don't see this live here, but I'm saving up for the honeymoon, man.
Okay,
I ain't gonna charge it. We're gonna have a good honeymoon, because I put up for it, Lico.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna just tell you, it takes the biggest thing with anything in life. It just takes consistency, hard work, and discipline. And those habits that we have, we didn't create them overnight.
Right. That's true.
So they're not gonna go away overnight.
Right.
So don't be too hard on yourself, man. If you've been doing this for years, man, we 50.
Right.
We got some habits that we've been doing since birth. So
man,
it's a step at a time, Lico. So don't be too hard on yourself, because starting, the biggest thing what stops most people is to start.
Right. That's the biggest step.
Biggest
That's the
step.
biggest step. Mm-hmm.
That's it. And just
Yeah.
get you that little notebook. And you, when you first started, you can be like, man, I want to write this down. I want to write this down.
Right.
But it's
Right.
going to give you a picture of what you're doing, because you can't improve something if you don't track it. If you don't know where you at.
I was just telling the wifey, man, QT be tearing me up, man. And I
Yeah.
just go and I grab me a little drink to go throughout the day and drink and maybe some little corny dogs, man. But that every day, man, turn me, boy, be taxing this. So that's something I gotta keep my mind
That's
on. It's like,
it.
yeah, I noticed that's something that I do a lot, and it's really been taxing me. Yeah.
Yes. And another thing too, when you write it down, it's like you really putting it in your mind. This is what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody, you got the notepad on your phone, but it's just something about writing it down, man.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
just write it down. You can get these from the dollar store for 99 cents, and then that'll be your first thing you write in there. I got these for 99 cents.
99
Y'all will
cents.
catch that one on the way home. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start.
And the
Yeah.
next thing, Lico, I always ask my clients is this one question. In case something happens to you, who will make your decisions on your medical, your estate, your kids, your money, your assets, and then your social media accounts? Who's going to take care of that when you're gone?
Wow. Wow.
Who's going
That's a
who's
lot.
going to take care of that, Lico?
Right. Right. You gotta, wow.
What if you be in a hospital and you can't speak for yourself? Who's going to make those decisions? We got to think about that, bro.
Yeah, but you got me thinking right now, boy. Which I know if for me, I know to be wifey, but I'm just saying, man.
Like
Wow. It just,
that good old saying, around to it, that has
mm,
got so many people. I
mm-hmm.
get around to it.
Yeah.
You're in the
Yeah.
hospital. You never got around to it.
Right. Right.
So the information you have to take action on it. And
Mm-hmm.
who's going to take care of, like, say for instance, something happen, who's going to take care of them kids?
Right. Right.
Somebody got to take care of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If not, the state going to take care of them.
That's right. That's right.
And another thing too, I know especially, with couples and being married, this is also, it's a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to get the money?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Y'all don't leave now.
Shoot.
Uh-oh, Lico.
Yeah, that's
I got started.
yeah, bro. That's when they put the gloves on right then, cause yeah, that's what we want.
And
That's what we want.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's really, when you love somebody, man, you got to sit down and let them know, because if you get incapacitated, they don't know. Let them know where the money is. The accounts, y'all got them secret accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You got to let them know, because they're going to need the money to still take care of because one thing about bills, the bill's going to be here after you die.
That's right.
So you got to let them know to take care of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then what about your businesses? Who's going to run that?
God dang.
Who's going to run it when you're gone?
Wow. Wow.
That's stuff we got to really think about. And
Yes,
I
sir.
just been blessed where people know. I just been blessed, man.
Yes, sir.
People have shown me to set up automated systems, and one thing about it, the system is going to work when you're not working, and that's
Okay.
what you want when you retire, because sometimes you might not want to get out there and bust it, man.
Yeah.
You want to just relax and go on vacation with your wife,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to have some money. And I've had systems that set up, like, sometimes when I wake up, the money, it just came in while I was sleeping. And that's what you want, Lico,
Yes, sir.
because that's a lot less stress.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
do
No
you see
doubt.
stress on my forehead? Hey, and no stress, bro. That's because I got it set up.
Dang, man. All that right there.
Hey, when it starts, Lico, it starts with being aware, man. Being aware.
Yes,
That's what it
yes,
really
sir.
starts off with. And I think, let me see, I got one more page, and then
Okay.
I'll just open it up. If anybody got any questions, don't, you can hit me up, call me or whatever, I'm on Facebook. Everybody know.
Right.
And just on the retirement, I was sharing this chart with this guy, and he said that he wanted for his retirement, he wanted his account to be 50,000. Where he, it brings him 50,000 a month.
Okay.
And I said, have you really sat down and went through the numbers? He said, I never did. So I said, okay, let's just go through it. If you want an account that's bringing in 50 grand a month, you got to bring in about $44,166 a month. And I asked him, I said, so how are you going to do it? He said, I don't know. I said, well, how you going to get the money if you don't know the numbers?
Wow.
Everything.
Wow. Golly.
Lico, you got to know your numbers,
Right.
bro. Because I don't know about you, excitement don't pay my bills.
Right.
You got to have some money.
Yeah, you right.
And what I told him is just sit down with a sheet of paper, write down all your accounts, and write down how much cash flow is coming in. You got to have a profit and loss statement. A profit is how much you bring in, and a loss is how much that came out every month. And then you can kind of gauge on where you at and where you need to go. And if you're not bringing up that $4,600, $4,100 a month, you got to have extra streams of income to get it. Because it's not a lot of people. And if they want to, a lot of people, they have these goals, but you got to have the money so you can meet your goals.
Right.
And then once you start getting the money, don't touch it. That's another thing. A lot of people, they get their money and bruh, they spend it. And Lico, when you spend, guess what? What's those last three letters?
E-N-D.
D-N. It ain't coming back.
Not as fast as you spent it anyway. Shoot.
No.
Yeah, definitely not.
You got to put some back.
Right.
You got to put some back.
Right. Wow, man. And that's just something, I never, thinking about it, I never really, you don't think about that deep of, those things like you was naming earlier about, discussing with your family as far as even your social media account.
Yeah.
Those things you don't even think about, like, just recently you had somebody that passed away, 52, 53 years old, man, unexpectedly from, maybe a heart attack or something like that, and like I say, brother, we just got to be more aware because, man, we got more days behind us than in front of us at this point, just, speaking of life term expectancy, we don't know.
I expect to live forever, Lico.
You will, and you will, you know what I'm saying? You might not be able to be seen, but you'll be here forever. I'm pretty sure somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But
that is true.
I'm looking at least 130 myself, at least 130, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hang on in there, I don't know what I'll be looking like at 130, but
That's all it is, just put the AI up there.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
And Lico, I was just thinking too, especially like these social media accounts, people have had YouTube channels monetized and they pass away, but they don't have it in their will on who's going to get the money. So that money goes right back to Google and YouTube. So you have to be specific on when I take my last breath, this is what I want. Because if not, they'll be glad to take the money right back. Right.
And that's something, like I said, I think it's some things that we don't even think about that deep. Yeah. We don't think about, the monetization of good. That's just extra, what I'm saying? We just think about the TV, the car, not TV, but the house, the car, 401k maybe or something of that nature. We don't even go as far as the little extra things that we may do that creates us, income. So yeah, that's a great eye opener right there.
Oh yeah. Another thing too, let me see. Should I give them the sauce, Lico?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sauce it up.
I don't think they're ready for this sauce.
Frank it up. No.
But I'm just
go ahead.
I do this in my consultation, but I'll give this to y'all for free because one thing about it, Lico, there's so much money out here, man. We can't possibly spend the money. And I tell people, just like that fist, if you don't give nothing, you're not gonna give nothing.
Right.
And that spirit of being stingy, bro, it comes right back on you. That's why, Lico, I give it away. I give it away.
Right.
One of the systems that I run, Lico, it's an automated system. And when I'm out and about, me and my wife or whatever, what I do, Lico, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I have these drop cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have fun with this stuff. Life, people take life too serious, man.
Uh-huh.
So what we do, man, whenever we out and about, I just ball it up and then I just put it on the ground, right? And I be in the car, I just be looking, right? I just be looking. Lico,
Hey,
bro, I say this one brother, he was looking around and he put it on his feet and then he slid it and then he looked around again and he picked it up in his pocket. And Lico, it was so fun, man. And I've had so many people sign up that Lico, I can tell you what they look like.
right.
And it's only because I have a system, and I don't know if you see that, but that's what I put up there.
Yeah.
And when they go to the site, it's enjoymylife.info. It walks them through step by step.
Yeah.
And the only time I get a notification is when somebody sign up and when they send me money.
Wow.
I
Wow.
gave them a sauce.
God.
But yeah, Lico, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you, people cannot resist this.
Uh-huh.
When I go and matter of fact, it was funny. Last week when I was doing my physical, they tell you go and do your urinalysis. I ain't gonna be too graphic, but they tell you go and do your urinalysis. So bring the cup back, and I put one of these under the cup. Lico.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next day, the lady signed up.
Come on, man.
Sign up.
Wow.
Because
They see
it's a system. And what you have to do is use leverage. And I tell people always, basically leverage is using a tool or using a system that's working that you are completely free of. Because if you don't use leverage, you're going to work for somebody that does.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be the leverage.
Gotcha.
So this is a way I save a lot of time, man, and not chasing people down, this and that. And I have people coming to me, bro.
Right. Right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Man, I like to say, I got mine. I need to do the same thing because I still have mine in my wallet, man. I just like looking at the little $100 sitting in there like that, you know what I'm saying? But I got to need something, man. But I got it. Need to get in there and make something happen with it, brother, because
Lico, you get people's attention. Trust and believe.
Right. Well, you be always, like I say, man, you be on it so much. And I know last week we spoke about a few different things, and I don't know how far on your list you have on the retirement, but I love you to kind of reiterate last week of, and I don't know if you have them actually, I don't know if you actually have them handy, but just, just let people know of the saving tools that they can start right now.
Okay.
Of course, because like I say, retirement is right there, man. And in retirement, like I say, you don't have to be in your 60s to retire when you plan on it, but when you like me and man, that money it'd be looking good sometime. I'd be like, man, I got to grab me a little few dollars and go out and then go do something this year and make something happen. But not
that's why them drop cards were good.
Man.
Just think about what you just said. The money be looking good.
Yes, sir.
They can't resist it, bro.
Right. Cannot. Boy, I just imagine people jumping on it, trying to hurt themselves, trying to get that.
Man, it's so funny, man.
But
have fun and make money.
Yeah, it's exactly. But yeah, if you would, share that information, those tips of those cards real quick and what they do, and for those that might be interested. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, the first card I showed is you need to get you one of these. Every city has a library. So get a library card and you can check out books on investing and all kind of stuff. It's just a library card. The next one we got, you just spoke of this, Lico, is the Acorns card.
Yes.
And what Acorns is, it's an account where they round out. Let's say you buy something for $1.80. They round the 20 cents up, so they put that in an account for you. Mm-hmm. And you can also set it up where you can do stocks and everything on this card. But Acorns, that's a real good account.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, yes. Excuse me. Stash. This is the account that I use to invest in stocks. You
Okay.
can invest in all kind of companies, Amazon, Walmart, waste management. That's another thing a lot of people don't realize. When you invest in this stuff, think about the stuff that you use every day. Waste management. Everybody take out trash and they come up and pick up the trash.
Right.
And y'all know it's probably a couple of them just passed by here now. Amazon, that company is not going nowhere. Right. They even got some new trucks, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do. Yeah.
Amazon is rolling.
Yeah.
So I invest in Amazon. If you got an iPhone, you're using a product. Invest in that.
Right. Right. Makes sense.
That's it.
Wow.
And the next one, I'll leave links to all these in the when I get off here. But the next one is it's called SoFi.
Okay.
And what SoFi is, it's an online bank which gives you 4.60% on your money and your savings versus, you know, if you go, because I'm still with Wells Fargo and Navy Federal, but they give you not even 1% on your money. And they got a deal with Wells Fargo. I kind of chuckled when I saw it. To get the 4.60, they say you have to start off with $10,000.
God dang.
Not only that, Lico, you have to have $10,000 in the account every day.
All the time.
That's it. So what they're going to do is take your 10 and they're going to make the percentage and then they're going to give you the 4.60. But not with SoFi. This is for the everyday person that don't have a lot to start with. You can start with $50 and then they're going to give you 25 back as a welcome bonus. And then when you refer people, they're going to pay you $75 a person. So SoFi is doing stuff that's real big. And I tell people, just get into the habit. So that way you can reward yourself.
Right. Wow. I get, man, that's all these extra ways of making this income, man. It's crazy.
That's it. And when you make the money, make sure that you have the money working for you, because if you work for the money, you're going to get tired.
Right.
And think about that word, retirement. That means you tired all over again.
Yeah. Retired. Yeah.
And if you ain't got no money, you ain't gonna never retire.
Yeah. You're gonna be tired all the time, huh? God dang it.
That's it. That's like you see the people out there, and I don't disrespect my elders, but a lot of people out there, because they don't have the money saved up.
Right.
And it ain't like people say to me, "Oh, I like to work," bro. It ain't like that. They just ain't prepared, man.
Yeah. And it be like that, man. And we, as you learn more, as we get older, we understand what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes people don't have to work. They just like to stay active, and that stay mind sharp and keep them, active a little bit, keep them moving, like you were saying earlier. Keep them moving around, man. Because sometimes when you sit up, man, your muscles get weaker and your blood don't flow and your mind ain't thinking. And so you want to be a part of something as we get older to keep us active and intelligent. So
your mind right.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Like I tell people, get into a position where you don't have to work and you can just give back, because once you're not worried about the money, you're a lot less stress-free and you can actually give back to people.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, that's another thing too. I like to mention too. Whenever you have the money, you can kind of see stuff at a different angle because you're not as desperate.
Right.
And a lot of these companies, they prey on you being desperate.
Right. And a lot of us are. And a lot of us are because we
don't have the money.
That's right. Looking for it any kind of way we can get it, as far as, like you were saying, cash advances, car title loans, and things and then once they get you in those, man, a lot of times you don't get that title back, man. So we got to be mindful.
Yeah, let me just share with you, Lico. When I was in the military, I was in San Diego, Oceanside, as a matter of fact. And if you go down Oceanside Boulevard, the only thing you saw, of course, you seen the smoke shops, but they had cash advances, and then they have car lots with the APR was ridiculous. But if you had a green card from the military, they will give it to you because they know that you got the money. And every payday, I used to see so many people in there getting those cash advances. And then the next payday, they paying back the one they got, and then they getting another one.
Getting another
And
one.
the next payday, they paying that one back, and they getting another one. So it's a cycle that once you get into it, it's hard to get out, bro.
Wow, man. Golly. That's real talk. I ain't gonna say I ain't never did that, but I just know it is. It's
Yeah,
rough.
we
It's
all
rough,
done it.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I just knew the game, so I just stay clear of it. But yeah, we
Right.
have to be really careful and teach our kids and even teach the adults that don't know, look, it's a better way.
Yeah.
And you don't have to work till you
That's
die.
right. Come on, man. And I appreciate you even put those tips out there, brother. And cause I know you have things to do and you be on it. Y'all feeding this Saturday, right? Y'all doing a feeding this Saturday every Saturday,
yes.
right?
Yes, Saturday morning at the Bridgewood Church of Christ, 6516 Brentwood Step Road. It's across from Whataburger. Y'all come out. We're gonna start at 10, and then we'll probably end up about 11:30. You know, just
Okay.
come out. We're gonna have a good conversation, and we have a lot to give away. And you know, don't say you don't know about it because we're telling you right now. And even if you don't show up, just send somebody out. We'll take care of them.
Right, right. Well, we'll definitely be putting that out there, brother, because I appreciate you, man, for all you do out there as
Yes.
far as giving information and helping out these people financially thinking, man, making people think, because sometimes we don't. You know, we just go out there and we wild and we just spending, we're not saving, we're just not thinking about certain things that we should be thinking about, you know.
And you know,
And we feel
another thing,
along Mhm.
another thing, I just got a thought. The reason why a lot of people spend every dime Lico, because on these jobs, they so stressed out, they just want to reward themselves
Yeah,
and try to get away
that's
from it.
right.
But you know,
That's
I
right.
just encourage people, just get back to that discipline, because if you never save up nothing, you're gonna have to work.
Yeah, that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Real talk, 101. You're gonna have to get in there and keep grinding till you can't grind no more. Today, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what we looking at if we don't start saving, you know. And
And you
I
know what's
appreciate
left
you,
after
brother.
grind?
Mm,
You say keep grinding.
yeah.
After that, it's nothing but dust.
Mm,
So you ground out.
dang. Yeah. You retired again and dusty, retired and dusty. God dogging.
That's
No, we
it.
can't. Dang, that's real talk, bro. And I appreciate you, man, for being back on and giving those great tips, man. Because like I said, I'm gonna give me an Acorn account. I'm definitely wanna do that SoFi thing as well, because I heard a lot of great things about the SoFi card, especially the referral program.
Yeah. Yes,
And
it's
which
good.
is great, you know. So yeah. Let's get on that, family, and share this video. And hey, Jamie Frazier, what's going on? Share the video, man, and be mindful of the great things that's going on this weekend. Check out your
Mhm.
brother Booker page. Check out my page on some great things that's happening in our communities coming up. I like to invite people out too that's doing some great things. Come out to every Tuesday. Every first Tuesday, they have what they call the Beyond the Badge meeting, and that's on Felix Street over there at the oh, I can't think of the name of it. Right when I said it, but it's where they train for the fire department and police department.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I know what you're
and
talking about.
yeah, they have that there at 9:30